Alright, so I'm changing this front passenger steering knuckle on a 2012 Jeep Compass. I think it's the 2.4 liter. There's the steering knuckle, so the bolt there and the bolt there are going to have to come out. The lower ball joint bolt, and then your tie rod bolt, and then you got your axle knuckle bolt, which is really rusted in there. So it's a 32, and then I'm gonna crack this loose. That's even feeling loose because all that rusted. So hopefully I can crack this loose. I'm using this breaker bar here with an extender, so make sure, yeah, I like to crack this nut loose so I know I can get it cracked free. So see how this goes. So yeah, I put this extension on, and then even another one, and then I got it on there. Make sure. Fuck, mine's so rusted. Fuck, I might need a smaller socket now. So yeah, I had to use a breaker bar, and I got a 30 on there because of the rust. So now I'm ratcheting it all the way off to make sure I can get it all the way off. Whew. Yeah, so I'm trying not to strip this. I'm using the breaker bar and taking the nut all the way off. These get stuck on there so bad, that's why I don't like using the impact. With the tire off the ground, I can use the tire lever. She's on there good though. Get that axle nut off. Alright, so yeah, if this is the new one, those two bolts, I'm going to crack loose up top here. I'm going to crack all the nuts loose. These are 21 on both. So yeah, I'm going to put that on there. And then you got that where you need a deep socket on there. And then yeah, you can, so that's my setup to crack them top ones. You can get a 1/2 inch, 21 on each side, and then the bolts going that way, so the nut's gonna have to come down from being on the passenger side, lefty loosey. I'm gonna crack that loose, make sure I can get it off. So yeah, I got that top one cracked loose, and then yeah, just be careful for your brake line. Make sure you're on there all the way. And then start cranking that bottom one loose. Alright. Got that top one loose. The 21, and then the 21. I like using 2 breaker bars or a good 1/2 inch. And then this bolt's not even moving, so that's going to have to be worked back and forth and hammered out that way. Both of them probably. Yeah, this, I didn't even need that because the bolts just rusted in there, so that'll be the next issue after getting the nut off. Alright, so yeah, I'm using an 18 to crack. Most people probably take the caliper out first. I just wanted to get a look at those nuts. So yeah, make sure you can get that in there nice and tight with the 1/2 inch long one. You're bending a little bit, but I already cracked it loose, so there's the top one. And then that bottom 18, I'm on it. I've taken this caliper off before, so that's why I was more worried about the top nuts. But so yeah, and then have your brake caliper hang or bungee cord ready to hang this up out of the way. It should slide off, otherwise you might need to, like, there's a piston here that pushes out the pads into the rotor, that squeezes the rotor, so you can manually, with a flat head, push the rotor back into the piston to push that in a little bit to free up the caliper. And as long as, yeah, you don't remove the line from the caliper, you don't have to bleed the brakes. But you probably will want to follow this up here and remove it off of this before messing with that. But also, yeah, that's what I should be. Oh, there's the ABS sensor. I ordered a new one in case that gets stuck in there. Yeah, I'm gonna PB blast that here. Let that soak for a minute before trying to remove the ABS sensor. But yeah, these came loose good, so I'm gonna hang the caliper up out of the way. So yeah, hang the caliper up out of the way, and then your rotor should slide right off, but yeah, it's wedged on there. Free it up. Yeah, you're gonna have to beat on it. Hit there, don't hit, make sure not to hit the studs. Rotor is off, and now I'm cracking loose the nut on the lower ball joint. I got this in here. So there's the back side of it. See if I can crack. So I cracked it loose. I just cracked it loose with an 18 half-inch long. And then you can see how this isn't even moving, so the bolt's rusted in on that too. So I got the nut loose. So yeah, these bolts are in there. They're gonna have to be worked out, but I got that crack loose. So I'm gonna take that nut off and pop it out that way. The reason you need to get an alignment is because, yeah, afterwards, after taking out, messing with your tie rods and your bolts, you're gonna, so yeah, take out the cotter pin. And I believe this is an 18. All right, so yeah, 18. Boom, crack that loose. So then I'm reusing the inner tie rod, so I don't want to mess this up taking it out and mess up the boot. So I'm going to try and hammer on the knuckle, hammer on that, because I'm getting rid of that to free this up. Otherwise I'm going to use the tool if I can't do that. But yeah, then don't lose that nut. Outer tie rod is disconnected. I just hammered it out. I hit the nut. The lower bolt down below is out. And then I just got these top two now to take out. And then I'm going to take this out first. Give it another PB blast in. And then remove that wire too. And hopefully the ABS wire comes out. That guy. As I expected, this ABS sensor speed sensor does not want to come out. I'm just gonna dig around it, PB blast it, and just be careful and try not to break it, because I remember on the driver's side it was a pain in the ass to unclip that wire because it goes up and underneath the hood. So I really do not want to break this. And at O'Reilly's it's another 50 bucks. And I ordered one online for 20, but assuming this shit would happen, so then I can always return it. Hopefully this comes out. And then yeah, it'll have to be unclipped there too before then taking it off. Get these loose. I used this, and then now I should be able to just hammer them out. So I think I got that sensor out, I PB blasted it, and then I kind of use these grips to just shake it loose, PB blast, and be careful with it. And then the new one, bolt then for it. So then, yeah, I'm going to take this off here, and then the brake line should be good. And I'm going to take this top bolt off, and I'm getting there. Top bolts are out, side bolts out, bottom bolts out, sensors removed, up out of the way, brakes out of the way. Get these, free up that axle, and then I just gotta pull it off that lower. I'm gonna need 2 hands though. It's out. I used a flathead to jam in there to be able, and then that hole there, and then I hammered down on the thing to pop it out. So next time I might do that before removing it off there, so I can have it held up and then have a little better leverage than trying to hold it and jam it. So it's out though. Alright, compare it to the new one. Get the new one in.